Here we go. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. Well, as the thumbnail suggests, I am at the end of my tether with this R3 as goes focusing for football. I've tried it at rallying and I must do a video on that still, and it was perfect, absolutely perfect every time, but it wasn't consistently being operated every 30 seconds down by my side, up again, down again, up again. And as you'll see, this let me down again big style last weekend at Chesterfield, which was a massive game for Chesterfield. And you know, we go to the ground, we get there early, and all the preparations, you get a goal in front of you, you're on the goal scorer before he scores it, and it won't focus, and it locked up. And I tell you, I could have smashed it with a hammer. I was absolutely livid. For the second week in a row to let me down like that. It's a £5,000 camera body, and I've tried everything, but I'm going to carry on ranting now while I've got the flaming thing in my hand. I absolutely love the tech on it, assigning all the buttons, the live view in the viewfinder to see your exposures. Absolutely love that. I'd be lost without that now if I had to go back to my 1DXs. But if the flaming thing's not going to focus, what good is it to me? And I was at the end of my tether. I was absolutely fuming last week to miss the third goal, and it was, I can't describe how angry I was. But anyway, and I'll carry on about it now. I changed the case settings in it. I put it onto auto, checked all my contacts. Now this lens never let me down once on a 1DX, not once. Fast as you like on the 1DX, never stop focusing. So is it an issue with the adapter? I don't know, and I know quite a few of you have put in the comments that you're also having issues with focus lockup, but it's done it on my 400 as well, so I'm tending to think that it's not the adapter. It's nothing to do with that, and I know it's not the lens. It's been serviced. I'll look after it. It works first time every time, and it's pin sharp, and it's fast as fast can be on my 1DX. I've tested it again last weekend, so I know it's not that. And it's just when you're on AI servo and you're holding your finger down and it just doesn't do anything, and you can move it around. I've got about 40 shots of the grass where I was moving it from the bottom of the goalpost where it was pin sharp, keeping my finger depressed, and then bringing it down onto the grass bank that was behind the goal, and nothing's happening. The focus square just turns red and nothing happens. And then I depress and I'll press again and I'll press again and nothing. Put it into manual focus, manually focus it, perfect, and then it works again back in autofocus. So I don't know, but I've updated the firmware now. I've updated that this week, so I'm going to give it another go this weekend and see. But anyway, I'll show you what went wrong now. So anyway, rant over. Let's go through the image set from Chesterfield. Right, so I was wandering about getting a few GVs, and I spotted Will Grigg being interviewed by BT, or TNT that it is now, and the trophy was there, so I zoomed round, got some nice images of Will Grigg being interviewed. He's their star signing this summer, really, this season, should I say. He didn't play on Saturday, but nice to get him interviewed and get a few Will Grigg shots. Here's the manager, Paul Cook. He is so animated. He's fantastic to photograph. I could have spent the whole game on him because he never stops. He never sits down. He's shouting and going and reacting, and it's brilliant. But what a character. And there he is. That's a great shot, that. I love that. But he is brilliant to photograph, and just a bit of a clash. I mean, I should have told you, Chesterfield were due to, I think I basically went over it in last week's video. They were due to win the league. Well, they were relying on Barnet's just to draw last Tuesday, and Barnet won. So then they were going to Halifax to win the league. They got beat at Halifax, so it came down to last Saturday's game against Boreham Wood. Ended up winning 3-0 in the end. But I was there to shoot the game, yes, and to get the goals and the sellies, but really it was about full time, which the majority of this set is. I'll show you. It was absolute bedlam. But those sort of games aren't they? But anyway, a bit of action coming up. Look, here's the first goal. R3, absolutely fine, pin sharp, never missed a beat. Oh, the sun again was absolutely mental. It was in, out, messing about the exposures. But I say that live view and the live viewfinder, you can't really get your exposures wrong. Well, you shouldn't do anyway. But anyway, yeah. So got the goal. I had the remote out for the first half. Didn't have it out for the second half because I knew what was coming if they were going to win. I didn't want my remote to get trampled on with 5 minutes to go or whatever. So I didn't put the remote out for the second half. But I had it out for the first half. Here's a nice remote shot of it going in. He ran our way, gave us some great sellies, which was great. This is the Captain Grimes, by the way. Looked my way again and punched the air. Now then, here we go. I'm about to show you the set where it let me down. So, and it was Grimes, the captain, scoring again, just a tap in. So half time, I've moved, not put a remote out because I wanted the widey for fan celebrations at full time. And look what happens. This lad here, I can't remember his name, number 17 I think, he crossed the ball to Grimes. Grimes is here. I'm on Grimes. And look, it's focused here for some reason. I have no idea. Look at this, lovely and sharp here. I'm pressing the button, and nothing. And he taps it in, look, nothing. I'm still pressing, nothing. The focus point just hasn't changed. And then eventually it goes, oh, I'll focus now then. And it's too late. And it even focuses on Grimes through the net, which is fantastic. Can't go wrong. And then it's stuck on Grimes. And oh, I was absolutely livid. I mean, it's not not the greatest goal, players back, but it's a tap in. It was their third goal, and that definitely sealed their promotion. 3-0 with about what we got here, 25 past, 20 minutes to go. That sealed their promotion, really, the third goal, which is important. And I wish I did have a remote out, but anyway. So the tap in, and look at that, totally muzzed. And I know quite a few of you guys have said you've been experiencing the same thing. So there's not a lot more I can do with it, really. I mean, I've heard from a couple of you guys that have got the RF 7200 on the R3, and it's still doing it. So fantastic tech, but is it? I don't. I say for me rallying, when I was panning with the rallying and I had it on focus tracking for vehicles, never let me down once. Never let me down once. But as I've said in previous videos, the focus tracking for people and players, when there's several of them, it just jumps about and it just can't cope. But I'm sure for cricket and things like that, you can put him on. You'll be able to put it on the bowler, and it'll stick to him like glue. But this focusing really is an issue, and I'm losing confidence in it. And I've got 2 games this weekend. I'm at Peterborough on tomorrow, Peterborough versus Carlisle, and then I'm at Notts County versus MK Dons on Monday. So it better not let me down again, otherwise, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll get the 1DXs back out. I really will. That's how frustrated I am. But anyway, so that's the muzzed goal. And then it's nearly full time then, and this was the main crux of the main reason for being at the game. Look at the fans. I mean, I was sat probably here, and whilst I was sat there, they were leaning over, they were banging the board, saying, "You better move, mate, we're coming over in a minute." And we all just, I think there was 6 or 7 of us all, and we just got up and we went to the corner, and it was absolute bedlam. And then you can see everyone spilling over here, and even the dugout. I think the Boreham Wood goalkeeper, the Boreham Wood goalkeeper had the ball, and the ref could sense obviously that the crowd were about to come on. Look at them all spilling over in the background here. And then managers and coaches and whatever were just whistling and telling their players, "Come on, come off, we're ending the game." The game ended, and on they went all round us, and luckily we had all our kit stowed away in the corner where there was no fans, so it was pretty safe. And then, well, absolute bedlam. It was great atmosphere, great scenes, but I went up, I took all my gear into the dugout in the end, where I knew it was safe, on the second row of the dugout. I hid it all in there. Then I went into the stand and got some lovely stuff, to be fair. I mean, the sun was bleaching the background outlook, but some really great scenes. And this went on for, I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that. And then on the tannoy, "Can you please get off the pitch so that we can make the presentation?" It took them ages, bless them, to get off. But look at these fans. Absolutely fantastic scenes. And I've only highlighted some of the good images. I got a great set, to be honest, and players celebrating, and yeah, it was really good, really good. And this young lad, look, with his flag round him and just having a great time. And I don't know what Grimes did to his nose here, whether he did it on the pitch before they finished or whether he got caught in the celebrations, I don't know, but he had blood streaming down his nose. That's the keeper, just before they get presented. And I was trying to find Cookie, and he did give an interview to TNT quick, and then he disappeared again. Never did get one of him with the trophy, but you know, just wanted to get a few of him smiling, which I did, which was nice. And then, God, the light was terrible. Look, it's all bleached out at the back here, so I've had to bring the shadows out a bit. But unfortunately, Mr. Steadicam, oh dear, TV comes first, I guess. So he was in my way a bit, unfortunately. But did manage to crop a few with him not in it. But he's even in it here, look. But yeah, great scenes. Will Grigg with the trophy, wanted to get one of that. Bit more of Paul Cook. And then we went onto the pitch, and it was really nice. I was picking off players with the wide angle and with the 70 to 200. It was just us few photographers, and then all the players' staff and the players, their wives and their little tots, little children. It was a lovely atmosphere. And we'd just got, this is halfway around the pitch, and the fans got on the pitch again. And I tell you what, I felt really sorry for the players and their families and the little tots that were around with us. I mean, look at the, you know, she's tiny. And there was lots of these little boys and little girls, and the fans just came on, and I shouted at one point, "Can you not see they've got their families with them?" And I got him celebrating. I got Will Grigg with his son, and that was nearly the last image because they all just spilt back onto the pitch again, and we just lost everyone. So I dashed back to the dugout and sat in the dugout, and that was that really. But one good thing, on the Sunday I got the heads up from Phil and Elliot, Every Second Media, who I was shooting the game for, thanks to them for sending me to Chesterfield. Did you get any of Kieran Dyer? And I'm not sure if you know his past, but he was very, very ill, and he managed to get a donor, survived his operation, bits and bobs. He used to play for Spurs, Newcastle, went out of it for a while with his illness, came back, and Chesterfield took him on as a coach. And he was, I didn't realise it was him at the time. He's got this beard now, and he had his hood up, like you can see here. And I got a few set. This is that. Well, I knocked it up to F5 to try and get them both sharp, and still not really thinking who's that guy running around with the players. Obviously, I'm focused on the trophy holder, but he's sharp-ish here. Anyway, they said, "Did you get any of Kieran Dyer? We'll send them in." So I managed to get this and sent it to them on the Sunday. And lo and behold, the Sun ran a story on him and his progression after his operation, which was fantastic story, and hell of a guy, Kieran Dyer, to come through it all and that, and really great to see him back in football in some way, shape or form at Chesterfield. And yeah, so he was jogging around with the players and managed to get on the front of the goals pull out. But yeah, so all in all, apart from the R3 going wrong, not a bad day in the office, I guess. But yeah, it was some great scenes, and it is good. We all get to these games at the end of the season, and it's good. So, but to get promotion and win the league, what, 5 weeks before the end of the season, pretty fantastic from Chesterfield. So yeah, jobs are good. But anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow with the R3. I'll keep you posted. But I've cleaned the contacts, like I say. I've done the firmware. I've tested the lens on the 1DX. It never missed a beat on the AI servo. But something just is not right with it. It could be a bad batch. Could be a bad body. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I might just persevere till the end of the season and then send it off. But if not, I'm going to revert back to the 1DXs. There's a lot to be said for the 1DXs. If that 1DX had a live view, and you could assign a few more buttons, I think I'd go back to the 1DX, but oh dear. Technology, eh? But anyway, I've also updated the firmware on the R5 as well. That's been fine on the 400, not missed a beat for the R5, but just for some reason the R3's playing up. But anyway, yeah, so obviously put this video out tonight, Thursday night. Just I know some of you guys will be out tomorrow. There's a full fixture list tomorrow, and then Premier League on Saturday. So have a great weekend if you're out, and if you're at Peterborough tomorrow, I'll see you there. Look forward to meeting Joe Dent. If you're watching this, Joe, I'll see you at Peterborough. And yeah, look forward to that. It's good at Peterborough, and then Notts County on Monday. So, oh, and incidentally, I'm heading up to Newcastle on Saturday because I never get a Saturday off usually. West Ham are away at Newcastle, so I managed to grab 3 tickets. So Dad, Harry and me are off up as fans. So, yeah, I'll be, if any of you guys are at Newcastle, do let me know in the comments, and I'll come down to the front of the stand perhaps and say hello. But, yeah, I'll be looking at you guys or the guys that are photographing as much as watching the game, I think. But, yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to going back to watch a bit of football as a fan. See the mighty Hammers. Come on, you Irons. Right, have a good weekend, guys, anyway. Look forward to your comments. Catch up next week. Jobs are good.